Hi guys, look at this, 2 videos in 2 days. I just wanted to give you guys a couple of other updates I thought about. So I had my 9 months out from revision. Sorry, I'm 9 months out, and I just had my lab draws done earlier in the week. And interesting, this is the first time something kind of came back in my labs that was of concern to my PCP doctor. So to back up a little bit, I had my surgery in another state with Dr. Kashishian, and so I actually live in Idaho. So my PCP is following up, doing all my post-op care in close contact with Dr. K, which is awesome. Dr. K is amazing, and so is my PCP. So they work together. My PCP orders all the labs I need, everything. Anyway, I had my 9-month labs, and I got a call yesterday, and his nurse said, "Your doctor wants you to come in and talk to you about your lab results." So of course I was like, what's wrong? So long story short, I came in to see my doctor today to talk about my labs. But before I tell you about that, sorry, teaser, I had a really awesome, unexpected NSV. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize what it meant. So I'm sure you all know, every time you go to your doctor, the first thing they do is have you get weighed, and then they bring you in and they do, all the stuff, temperature, blah, blah, blah. So she went to take my blood pressure with her blood pressure cuff, and I have always had that done on my forearm. So, on the lower part of your arm, hard to see, right down here. So she immediately started going towards my upper arm, as they always do, and I corrected her and I said, no, I have to have mine on my forearm because my upper arm will never take. And the way it used to be for me is it would just sit there and cycle over and over and over, squeezing my arm, and it hurt so badly, and I would just be like, come on, it's never gonna work, and it would never be able to give a result. So they'd try the other arm, and then eventually they get to the forearm. So I've gotten to where I'm proactive, and I just immediately tell them, just go straight to my forearm, right? So I said that, and she goes, oh, okay, they're great. So she started doing it. I said, actually, wait a minute. Let's just try it one time. Let's just see. I lost a lot of weight. Maybe that helped. It worked. It worked on the first try. Didn't even have to recycle, nothing. Oh my gosh. And I was blown away. Such a silly thing. The nurse was like, okay, she didn't get it, of course. Immediately when my doctor came in, I told him too. I was like, guess what? They took my blood pressure on my upper arm. And he's like, yeah, they take everybody's that way. Anyway, I don't know if any of you guys have experienced that or know how that feels, but wow. Anyway, look for the little things, I guess, on a day-to-day basis that really show you how much you've changed and what difference it is just to be normal, Anyway, so back to my lab results. So doctor said that he was concerned because my liver enzymes were elevated. Now, he said they're not terrible. He's seen way worse, but they are elevated for me. So compared to my last lab 3 months ago and the ones before that, he said they've quadrupled, and that worries him. So that's why he called me straight in. So I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. My diet stayed consistent. I have dropped more weight. He did a physical exam where he pressed on my abdomen and everything, and nothing seemed to hurt. He said that, he doesn't see any jaundice in me or anything like that. He did say that I have rosacea on my nose and chin, which I know, but whatever. Got bigger problems. So anyway, that's what's going on with me today. He had me, and he said, oh, and by the way, your B12, while it's not terribly low, it is trending downwards. So why don't you boost up your supplements, or maybe we'll start doing shots. And I said, can I get a shot today? Bring it on. So they brought in and did a B12 shot in my shoulder. And then he wanted me to go straight down to the lab, and he ordered, another liver panel, I guess it's called, and then he also wanted to test for any tests. He said don't freak out or anything, but that has to be the first step. So I had to go down to the lab and get blood drawn again. So I'm feeling like a pincushion today, but happy that I was able to get my blood pressure taken. Blood pressure is great. It's always really good. It was, I think, 107/60 today, which is pretty standard for me. So I know that it was accurate and it took my blood pressure. And you know, it's one less thing that I have to tell people of how I am different. I don't know. Those things to me, they're small, but I love it. Anytime you go to a doctor or a hospital or anywhere they're taking your blood pressure, to not have to say to them, you have to use my forearm. I don't know. It makes me feel good. So anyway, guys, that's really it. My weight's the same. You know, I just came to you yesterday for all that. So anywho, that's all. NSV and possible lab issues. He did order those things stat, so I should get my results back in just a couple hours. I hope that it's nothing. I did take some Tylenol that day. Maybe I just, you know, it was a temporary thing, but hopefully I'm all good. That's all, guys. Have a great rest of your Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. I know I am. Bye.